Oh, if you are a returning viewer, welcome back. If you are new, welcome. My name is Amira, and today, guys, we are doing it. We are doing the first new makeup releases of 2024, and the first one I've done in a hot minute, actually. Let's get into it. All right, guys, so I'm gonna be putting my glasses on because your girl needs to read, and she is, I can't read without my glasses, and I don't have my contacts in, so it just is what it is. Okay. So we're gonna put those on and wipe them off because they've got schmutz from my powders and everything sitting on my table. Okay, so I'm gonna squishy squishy. I haven't done this. Do my Angelica squishy squishy. I haven't done that in forever. All right, so I'm gonna start a little further back. So some of these are releases that have already come out, but I want to talk about them because I'm thinking of picking them up, or I've picked them up. So first up is the Makeup by Mario Super Satin Lipstick collection inspired by New York City. I'm gonna put a picture, of course, here of what they look like. So it looks like there are, how many new shades? 18 shades. I have 2 or 3 of these in my cart right now, guys. I don't think I've tried anything from Makeup by Mario. And so I was like, you know what, this will be a good time to do it. I'm kind of in makeup, when it comes to makeup, I'm kind of more in lipstick purchasing mode than I am anything else, because I've just been bored with my makeup collection. And I think that when I film my declutters, which are coming up, don't worry, but it takes time. It's a lot of work. I think I'm probably going to get rid of most of my lipsticks because a lot of them are just like older. They're formulas that I'm not like interested in anymore. So I'm kind of like in the process of like getting rid of lipsticks and rebuilding my collection. So I'm really interested in trying some new formulas that I haven't tried before. So yeah, I think the 2 tones that I have in, or the 3 tones that I was interested in are Dumbo, which is like, how's it described? A spiced rose. And then I have, I think it's Harlem, which is a warm brick red, and Chelsea, which is a red orange. Those are the ones that I'm kind of the most interested in. I'm really interested in more of the bolder colors. Harlem, and I'll show you a picture. Harlem and Chelsea, very pretty. I do wish that some of the more neutral tones were actually neutral. They seem very like pink, almost, and I'll put, if you can see here, like they're all kind of got that pink undertone. I just wish that they were just a little more actually neutral, but what are you gonna do? So yeah, those are already out and available, and I'm probably gonna pick some of those up. I'm thinking I might do like a little, get ready with me trying some new things, because there's a few things that I've been interested in that I've picked up and that I've used before, but haven't used on camera for you guys and told you my thoughts on them. And there's a couple of things that I want to pick up, so I might do that. Next up is also, these are available now, and this whole brand is available now, and this is the AF94 brand that is now available at Ulta. Now, AF94 is Halsey's second makeup line. She has the first one, which is About Face, which is already available at Ulta, and AF94 used to be a Walmart exclusive brand. Now AF94 is available at Ulta, and I'm still confused as to why, but I was also confused as to why she came out with a second brand in the first place. I really like About Face Beauty. I've come to really enjoy their products, and I use a lot of About Face Beauty just on an everyday basis. So I think it's a good brand, and I know when it first came out, the price point was way too high. I think I don't know who they were trying to be, but they were not that. And I think they got the message and they lowered it, but then they lowered it again. So the About Face Beauty price point is now sort of like mid-range to slightly below mid-range. So I would say it's, it's not drugstore pricing by any means, but it's also not, it's not Anastasia, or it's not, and it's definitely not luxury pricing. So I think the price point now is actually at a really good place. She then came out with AF94, which is supposed to be her more affordable brand. And my whole feeling is, you drop the price point of the first brand twice. Like, I don't know why you now have to come out with an even cheaper brand. Like, it just it felt like they didn't know where they stood in the price point range. And so they're like, well, let's just make a drugstore brand. So that's how AF94 was born. But I thought it was smart that if she had a second brand, that it was at another store exclusively. And that if you wanted, you know, she was sort of hitting both markets. She was hitting the sort of like drugstore affordable market. And then she was hitting the, you know, slightly more expensive, but also like maybe, how do I put it, more, because I don't feel like the About Face Beauty packaging is like super luxury. It's definitely better than it used to be, but it's not cheap packaging per se. You know what I mean? So I felt like, okay, that makes more sense. But now that both are going to be at Ulta, I'm just kind of confused as to why. I feel like that's sort of oversaturating your main market, which is the people, because I feel like more people probably buy About Face than they do AF94. I could be wrong about that, but that's my feeling. And maybe that's why they're bringing it to Ulta. Maybe it's not selling the way they want it to at Walmart. I don't know. But yes, the AF94 brand is now available at Ulta. There's a bunch of stuff. I will say the only thing that I'm maybe interested in are the lip glosses that are available there, but for me, if I'm looking at the AF94 and I'm looking at About Face, I'm probably just going to buy About Face. I'm just saying. Next up is Hourglass. Hourglass is releasing some new lip liners. They're Shape and Sculpt lip liner. There are, how many shades? Looks like there's 7 shades. They're $29 each. I mean, it's Hourglass. It's a luxury brand, so, but that's expensive. And the colors are really pretty. I am wearing an Hourglass lipstick now. I'm wearing Larch, which I was talked into buying. Again, I wasn't talked into buying. I said this in another video, and it's not true. I was talked into buying it, but I was talked into it by someone wearing it in front of me, and I was like, look at that shade. And it was Beauty in the Frizz, and she's like, it's Hourglass Large. And I was like, okay, check. And she was wearing it at the Creators and Friends holiday party in Vegas in December. And I just kept staring at her lips, and I was like, I needs that. So when I got home, first thing I did, I ordered it. And this is the first like Hourglass product I've purchased in years, because I really wasn't checking for Hourglass for, you know, obvious reasons. But now they're kind of like, I'm kind of like, okay, maybe since, I mean, I've already, you know, I've already started with my gateway drug. So now I'm like, what else can I buy? Let me try something else. These lip liners look really pretty. And I am, like I said, I'm going to be doing my declutters, and one of the 2 categories that I'm probably going to really do a really brutal cull of are my eyeliners and my lip liners. I've had some of them for so long, so I'm really looking to like refresh my you know, my collection. And these are really, really pretty. And I really like the shade Candid and the shade Uncover are really pretty. The 2 like sort of like darker brown, what's it called? They call it a true chestnut, and then they have one they call cover a warm terracotta. That's like my happy point with those types of shades. But also that shade Silhouette is really pretty. And I don't have enough deep like berry red lip liners for those shades of lipstick. I usually just like apply the lipstick because I don't own a ton of those types of lip liners, so it'd probably be good to have those. I don't know if I'm going to spend the money for $29 each on these, but I might try one just for fun. Lancome is also doing another Asia exclusive at the moment, and it is the L'Absolu Rouge Intimatte Liquid Soft Matte Lip Cream. Now, you guys know how I feel about these soft matte lip creams. They're usually that moussey texture that I just don't like. I know a lot of people like it because they find it to be more comfortable. I do not. I find that it just, my lips don't like it. It gives me like wrinkly butthole lip, and I don't like it. And I also don't feel like it lasts as long on my lips as a traditional liquid lipstick. But these tones though, they've caught my eye. These are so pretty. I mean, oh, they're so pretty. So look at that. I mean, look at those. If they come to the US anytime soon, I'm going to try at least one. I have to. The tones are just so pretty. I have to try at least one. At McGrath is coming out, and we're getting into like the Lunar New Year, you know, stage of things where everyone's coming out with their Lunar New Year collections, which is usually just the repackaged things, like old products that are repackaged in red and gold packaging. Very boring. But Mother Pat is coming out with this Lunar New Year, Year of the Dragon, because 2024 is the Year of the Dragon, eyeshadow palette. It's the Bronze Borealis Lunar New Year edition. So this one is the one. This is not a nude. Again, this is a repackaged quad. If you were around in the makeup world, 2022, this is one of those quads that she released, and I actually reviewed this quad, and I was underwhelmed by those quads, although I will say Bronze Borealis kind of like grew on me over time, but I just felt like it was pretty blah at the moment. In the moment, I think she did a really smart thing and putting it in this packaging, because it looks like a completely different quad and it looks stunning. And I love when she does her gold packaging. The gold packaging, I'm not gonna lie guys, the gold packaging it sends me, and I do strongly consider purchasing this just for the packaging. I thought I had outgrown that, but maybe I haven't. Maybe I haven't. I don't know. I have to sit with myself on that one, but I'm not gonna lie, when I saw this, I was like, ooh, that's pretty. But again, it's a pretty packaging with a pretty basic, and here are the swatches. I mean, it's her basic thing. It's like the rosy tones with the golds. $62. Coming soon on their website and Sephora. If you are interested, there it is. I'm gonna sit with myself and have a conversation with myself, but I'm probably not gonna buy this, even though it's so pretty. This one is exciting to me though. Prada is coming to Sephora, online only apparently for now. But they're coming out with they're coming January 15th online. They are including their monochrome hyper matte lipsticks, the monochrome soft matte lipsticks, the Dimensions multi-effect eyeshadow palettes, and the foundation and the moisturizing lip balm. I have been wanting to try these quads, or these, yeah, they're quads because there's a color at the top, since they came out, and I've been waiting and waiting, and I'm like, I don't really want on, and they were sold out, and I think now my time has come. So I'm probably gonna pick up one of these and try them out. If you guys want to see a video with that and see me reviewing them, I mean, I know a lot of people have reviewed these already, but if you want to see that, let me know in the comments down below. Laura Mercier is coming out with a concealer version of her Real Flawless Weightless Perfecting formula. So we have the foundation, which I ranked in my foundation ranking last year, and at the end of last year. And now she's coming out with a concealer version, and I'm curious. I really want to know if I want to know if the formulas are the same, if they translate, because like I talked about in that video, how I really did like the sort of like blurry filtery aspect of that foundation, but I did feel like it was more for special occasions. But I like the idea of having a concealer that kind of does that you can sort of use strategically to get the same effect without as much product. You know what I mean? So I'm curious about this. I might pick this up. But yeah, it is 16 hours of wear time, natural finish. It's $33 with 22 shades. The range is decent. I might pick this up. Something that I'm not going to pick up, but I want to talk about it because this is what I want brands to do. So, other brands. So, Anastasia is coming out with new Lip Velvet liquid lipsticks, and these are the shades. These are the tones I'm looking for, y'all, and I'm not finding them anywhere else, and I'm kind of annoyed that the one brand that's coming out with them is Anastasia. I'm on a break from Anastasia for the foreseeable future. You know, will that change? Probably not, and then anytime soon. You know, we never know what the future brings, but as of now, I don't see that changing. So I'm really annoyed that these tones are coming out, and they're coming out. Like, these are the tones that I wish Mario had come out with in that satin lipstick formula. When I was talking about more like neutral tones, this is what I meant. I'm bummed by that. I mean, They're available now on their website. Beautiful tones, beautiful, beautiful tones. Girl Charlotte is coming to Ulta in February. Ulta's really coming for Sephora's neck, and I'm happy for them. I'm not anti-Sephora, guys. I'm not. But I just think, like, I think that Ulta is smart. Ulta has a fantastic rewards program. Sephora's is crap. It's trash. We all know that. And I think that maybe having all of these brands that for the longest time have been only at Sephora or their direct websites be at Ulta, where people can get far better rewards, might make them step up their game. Maybe not. Maybe not. They haven't as of yet. I mean, they overhauled their reward system, what, it was like a couple years ago, and it was basically the same thing. So I don't know. But I do think a lot has changed in those 2 years, and I think the fact that there are so many luxury brands that are now at Ulta, you know, you've got Pat there, you've got Natasha, you've got Chanel, you've got now Shar. So I really do think that Ulta's coming for Sephora's neck. They're coming for their demographic, and I think it's really smart because, you know, there are times when I shop at Ulta more. I do prefer the experience of shopping at Sephora online. I don't shop in stores unless I absolutely have to. I do prefer the experience. I think that Ulta's experience, especially their app, they need to tighten that up. It's terrible. But I've found myself shopping more and more at Ulta because not only do they now have, like, you know, drugstore brands and mid-range brands and luxury, but now they really do have luxury, and you can get everything there. I'm just saying, Sephora, step it up. Okay, I'm curious about these. These are from Lancome, and they are their Idole Tint liquid eyeshadow and liners. So you can use them as a liquid eyeshadow, or you can use them as liners. It's 7 shades. It's available in Germany as of now. I don't know when it's coming to America, but these look really interesting to me, and I like that more and more brands are coming out with this type of product because this is like my jam. This is like my, you know, I still love palettes. You know, palettes are where my heart has always lied, but I've been loving just like a one and done, like a potted, not like a single shadow, but like a potted single shadow or a liquid shadow, a cream shadow and pack. That's been my happy place for like a good, you know, since like summer of 2023, because they're just so easy and you can get such maximum impact with minimal effort if the formula is right, if the tone is right. So yeah, I'm kind of excited to try these when they hopefully eventually come to the US. Next up is this sneak peek from Cleona. Now, if you are a makeup YouTube, indie makeup OG, then you know that these are the OG palettes that Cleona first came out with, which were the Archeo palette and the Paleo palette. Can't talk. And they discontinued them. And this was like, I want to say 2017, I think. I think it was like 2017, 2018, 2017? I think it was 2017. And so many people were disappointed and begging them to bring it back. And they were like, we can't bring it back. We have to, I think they really were trying to improve their matte formula, and they were, you know, they're coming back. So that's exciting because I'm not gonna lie, guys, I don't even remember what the insides of these palettes look like. Like, I remember people showing them. I don't remember. I mean, my brain is just like, phew. So I'm excited to be reminded what the inside of these look like. But if you've always wanted to get your hands on these, this is here they are. But I do remember when they came out with them and all of the palettes were hand painted, like each individual one, and I thought that was so cool. But yeah, these are coming back, and one of the things they have planned coming in 2024. They don't have a specific release date or details or anything like that. It was truly just a sneak peek. Now these, I need someone to tell me, are these out? Because they are out. This is currently on the Ulta website. These babies sold out with the quickness, with the swiftness, because I remember they were launching. I went to the Ulta app and they were all sold out. I mean, every single one. And I haven't been able to find them on the Bobbi Brown website. Like, I've looked for these. These are the Bobbi Brown powder blush. And they released them in, how many new shades is this? Counting. It's 15 shades, y'all. I want to try at least 2 of these. Two. I want to try that orangey one. I want to try that super neutral beigey rosy one, which, by the way, that's my new blush obsession. I go through phases with blushes of what my shade obsessions are right now. My obsession is like a beigey rose, like a beige with a little bit hint of rose, hint of like a mauve, like a, you know what I mean? Like a beigey mauve neutral pinky tone. That's like my new current obsession for blush. And they have one and I wanted to try it. And it's gone. There are none left on the website. Like, none. Not a one. And I'm just like, dang. So hopefully these get restocked. I'm hoping that they will show up on the Bobbi Brown website, because again, I don't see them on the website. They were on Ulta and that's it. Which was it's just very strange, because usually brands will do like, we're sold exclusively at this one retailer, but the stuff is always available on their website. I couldn't find these on the Bobbi Brown website. But I just want to say, I feel like Bobbi Brown has really been stepping up their game lately. Has anyone else felt that? Like, I've never really been one to check for Bobbi Brown, but I've been seeing little things that they've been releasing here and there, and I'm just like, that's cool. That's real cool. And this is like the first thing from them where I'm like, take my money now. They are $36 each. Let me know when they're coming back, Bobbi Brown. Please let me know. Ulta, somebody. I mean, I want to buy them. Good old Tarte has come out with a new palette. It is Glamazon. Didn't they have a palette called Glamazon before? They need to come up with some new names. The Glamazon, trademark, by the way. It's trademark. Glamazon Amazon and Clay eyeshadow palette. It is 10 shadow and liner shades. So I guess you can use these. This is what they look like. 2 new XL Never Hit Pan eyeshadow shades. Who needs that? Like, are we hitting pan on Tarte palettes? I only own one Tarte palette, y'all, and I'm probably going to declutter it in my declutter. But I got a use out of it. It was well loved. But who's hitting pan on a Tarte palette? I take that back. Because Tarte is one of those brands that people buy, and when they're like, you know, they're not like makeup people, but they wear makeup, and it's like they have that 1 or 2 palettes that they use all the time. So okay, fine. But I don't know why anyone needs 2 large pans of these shades. They don't. But I will say, this is pretty. And and deconstructing it, like looking at it, I was like, ooh. But you know, if you just hide those 2 shades, it's just a neutral palette, y'all. It's just another neutral palette. I got a little excited. I saw green. Whew, and that pretty metallic blue. Whew. But it's a neutral palette with 2 pops of color. It's beautiful. And I do love that gold in the corner with next to the green. Like, you put green and gold next to each other, it's gonna get, I'm gonna be excited, because green is like my favorite color and I love gold as an accent. So that's why when I first saw it, I was like, I'm feeling things. I'm feeling things. But yeah, no, it's just a neutral palette with 2 pops of color. It's I can recreate this 1,000 times over with what I have. You know what I mean? So yeah, but if you're interested, it's currently available and it's $47. It's at Ulta. I saw it on their website. So if you're interested, that's where you can get it. I am interested in these Nars Afterglow Sensual Shine lipsticks. I have heard really great things about this formula, and I'm really into this type of formulation where this hydrating, high shine, but pigmented lipstick product. And I'm really loving these tones. So it's 6 new shades. The shade that's in the right hand corner, that kind of neutral tone but has a bit of yellow in it, that tone is so pretty to me. Let me see, what is that one called? I really like the other one too, the first one, which I think is called High Gear. So this one's High Gear, and then the one that I'm really interested in is called Voyeur. Ooh, that shade Aragon is pretty too. These are pretty. They're $32 each. I believe they're available now, and I'm probably going to at least pick one up and try it because I'm very curious. And I will say this. I wasn't a big fan of those blushes that Nars came out with. You know, those serum blushes. Those were trash. But generally speaking, I like Nars's formulation. So I want to give these a shot. What I'm also going to give a shot, and which is currently in my cart, and which I'm probably going to review for you guys, are the new e.l.f. Camo Liquid Blushes. These have got my eye, and I hope that they're giving what the Nars ones didn't, which is pigmentation. Yeah, so I'm really excited to try these. I think they look really pretty. The colors are really pretty. That orange is like insane, that gorge orange. I don't know, man. That's kind of bright, but I'm kind of into it. But yeah, I have a couple of these in my cart on Ulta right now, and I might add that one. Also out right now from e.l.f. is their Camo Hydrating CC Cream. This one I'm on the fence about, guys. Do you want to see a review of this? Let me know in the comments down below, because I don't do, but I'm also like, I just started back up on my tretinoin journey. So I have a feeling that my skin, as time goes on, will probably be able to handle a bit of dewiness more than it usually does. You know? So maybe it would be okay. Maybe I get some use out of this. I mean, we're going into the dead of winter, so my skin's not going to be like super oily anyway. And then on top of that, I'm using tretinoin again. So yeah, let me know if you're interested in this. I'll pick it up. If not, I'll just skip it. And finally, I think this is another Lancome. Well, Lancome's coming out with a lot of lip products. So this is the 7 new shades of their Blushy Nudes collection. No, the name of it is the Blushy Nudes collection, and it's the basically 7 new shades of their soft matte lipstick formulation. So this is what they look like. They kind of show you here what's new. This shade here, warm nude brown tone, called Unspoken Feelings. Look at that. This is what I'm talking about when I was like, I need a neutral tone. This is what I'm wanting. This shade here, Hush Hush. Lovers Whispers. And look at Surprise Surprise. Oh, that's a pretty brown. Oh, Burst of Joy. Look at that one. I don't know, y'all. $35 each, available on the Lancome website. I don't know if these are available at other retailers, but right now it says it's available at Lancome's website. But I don't know, man. I feel like Lancome is coming out with some interesting, like, at least lipstick stuff. Like, I don't know about the other stuff, but the lipsticks are looking mighty cute. Yeah, so.
Also, guys, this was announced just as I had finished filming, but About Face Beauty is coming out with their first foundation, the Performer. And that was sneak peeked at the end of last week, I believe, or over the weekend. And it was early release yesterday. And I did pick up a shade. I picked up the shade MD1 Neutral. So that is on its way to me, and I will be reviewing that for you guys. But yeah, I wanted to hop in and mention this because I know it is quite a recent release. And yeah, I'm excited to try this.
Guys, and that is everything. I feel like this is like, is it me, or does this feel like this is going to be like the year of the lipstick? Because I feel like the majority of the releases that we talked about were lipstick releases. And if so, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. And like I said, I'm going to be decluttering a lot of my lipsticks, and I'm ready for some fresh new. I'm ready for some new in my life. Let me know in the comments down below, guys. Are you purchasing anything? Are you on like a January no buy, low buy? I know a lot of people do that in January. I am not, but I also will say that I haven't like, I haven't been purchasing a lot anyway in the last part of this year, like December, I didn't buy a ton. I did buy some things, but like even with Black Friday in November, I didn't buy anything on Black Friday or Cyber Monday for that matter. So I feel like my spending has been very for me, kind of slower and more strategic. Like I've purchased things from brands that I've always wanted to try. So like I purchased from Vital Surgeons. I purchased from Victoria Beckham before she went up on her prices, because she sent out a little email going up on her prices. I don't know who she thinks she is, but okay. But I do have some items from her that I'm going to be including in a get ready with me soon. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below, guys. Are you buying anything? Are you resisting the urge to splurge? And is there anything that I talked about today that's like a must-have for you? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to hit the like button. If you want to know what is on my face, all of that is in the description box down below as well. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye now.